Hey y'all, Daniel Aaron here, your guide to vibrant living. And aside from the alliteration and the FF, it's a juicy topic, this one. And I'm inspired by and speaking in some ways directly to the people that are in our membership, our virtual Sangha, Your Vibrant Life Now, and inspired by and appreciative of the bravery and challenges that not only are they facing, because hey, we're all facing those, but the ones that they are braving up to. And in part it's because I gave an assignment to them or a suggestion. Oh, good. Hey, we're back. All right. I implored them to record a video of themselves. And if you haven't done a video before, it's for most of us, it's a pretty scary thing. I've done a lot of them, and it's still a bit scary for me every time. And what it reminded me of, one, seeing somebody do it, and the bravery and the vulnerability. So, kudos to that. And two, the response that came from that and how much people benefit from when we share ourselves, when we open our mouths, when we open our hearts. And what it reminded me of is something I do a lot in events and in my own life is make sure that I face fears on a physical level. If I'm scared to talk to somebody or scared to walk across fire or, jump from a pole or whatever it is, as a metaphor, because those things are cool and they have a lot of benefits in one way. The real benefit, though, is as a metaphor. Okay, we're back again. What is it in our lives that we... Let me see if I can get a little closer to the Wi-Fi without making it too crazy of a background for you. What is it in our lives that we are afraid of? What is it that really matters to us? And, here's a practice that I took on, and it's a bit crazy and a bit weird, and it has powerful dividends, just as facing our fears has powerful dividends. And the practice is an old Stoic one, and it is to imagine that which is most precious to us is taken away from us. And part of what that does, well, one, to really do it, what it requires is to open our hearts and feel for just a moment, just a few moments to actually feel. And of course, if we really do it, what we feel is horrible. It just rips us apart. The way I do it is with my daughter. And you may have heard me talk about her, share about her before. I've been a single father for almost 11 years now, and of course she's precious to me, and I make it even worse for myself when I do the imagination, which is not only do I imagine that she's taken away from me, I imagine it's because of my own negligence or my own fault that makes it worse. And why would anybody do something like this? It's to counteract the law of familiarity. We all tend to get familiar with that which is around us all the time. So I do this as a way of, pardon the noise there, I do this as a way of helping myself remember how lucky I am and how grateful I am. And part of why I bring this up right now is because, I don't know, I'm just seeing it a lot with clients and people in our Sangha, how difficult it is for us to face up to our emotional fears. And because we are part human animal wired for survival and part human spirit wired for evolution and infinity and unconditional love, sometimes we get these confused and we think if I feel this, if I feel the sadness of this, if I feel the joy of this, then it's so much, it'll overwhelm me, it'll burst my heart, I'll cry forever, whatever it is. And so we block ourselves from it. And what happens when we do that is not only do we, miss out on the joy of life, because anytime we block this, we also block this. When we block pain, we block joy. And when we give ourselves the gift of actually feeling, like for me with that taken from me exercise, it reminds me of how much love there is and how much appreciation I have. And when we allow ourselves to really tune into and feel our lives, the thing... Oh, okay, we're back. And where was I? I just picked up a live audience at the same time. When we allow ourselves to really feel what it is in our lives that we might be putting up with or tolerating, see you later. um, then we have automatic motivation and ability to make change. When we don't, we numb out and our lives go on autopilot and slowly decline. So I'm going to wrap this up. A little connectivity issues today. Facebook Live Mini is my aim. My question to you, my challenge to you is, what might you be afraid of that you can take a step toward today? A small physical thing. And two, where can you open your heart and feel things that are not normally things that we want to feel? And I promise you, guarantee